Microsoft has just updated their Surface Book device. This is now the Surface Book 3. It comes in 13-inch and 15-inch. So let's have a first look at this brand new device and see what's new inside it and if it's still relevant. Let's find out. Microsoft Surface Book came out a couple of years ago. I think the first one was in 2015, then there was an update in 2017. This Surface Book is one of the reasons why Apple has been developing the iPad and the iPad Pro. This is what scares everyone, or used to scare every other laptop manufacturer or tablet manufacturer, including Google and Apple and anyone else. This was a cutting-edge design when it came out. What essentially this machine is imagine a laptop, which is quite common, where you can actually take off the display with the press of a button and then it becomes a tablet. When this came out, it was a brand new idea. It was amazing. No one else was doing it properly. Microsoft was leader in this design. The way it works is most of the guts of the laptop are inside the display itself. So essentially it's a tablet inside the whole screen. So when you take it off, it becomes a nice 13-inch or 15-inch tablet. You can have all the pen operations, everything. It has a decent amount of battery power and the chips and everything is inside. But when you put it back in the dock and it becomes a laptop, the bottom half, the laptop, the keyboard half has actually got extra battery life and a big beefy graphics card as well. So this is a very innovative idea, especially when it came out. It is really amazing when you think of it. But the way it's designed, the way the balance is, like if you've ever touched an older one, it feels a bit weird. It feels like you've got a laptop upside down because most of the guts and the heavy stuff is inside the display instead of the base like a normal laptop. So Microsoft has still stuck to the same design because it seems like it's working for them. It is a bit dated. Essentially, the physical hardware, they haven't changed anything. It's literally the same. No new ports, nothing. It's the same enclosure, same keyboard, the same fulcrum hinge. What mostly has changed is inside. So a quick look outside. This still has two USB-A's, one USB-C, no Thunderbolts because Microsoft is saying there are security issues with that, so they don't want to go Thunderbolt. Still has the power connector and a SD card reader as well. There's a headphone jack on the tablet or the display side of things as well, which is a bit weird, but it works. But everything is wireless nowadays. What's changed inside is this has now jumped onto the 10th gen Intel Core i5 and i7 chips with the Intel Iris Plus graphics built into the tablet bit. And once you're docked in, this also has some beefy NVIDIA or GTX 1650 or 1660 graphics cards inside it. There is a Quadro 3000 graphics card configuration as well, but I couldn't find it on Microsoft's websites, both here in the UK and the US, so maybe it's sold out. I don't know. I need to look into it, but apparently there is a very powerful version of this out there. In terms of the chips, it has i5 and i7. These are 15 watt versions of the big chips. So these are not the full fat laptop chips you get in some of the big Dells and HPs and other ones, or Asus's. This is low powered 15 watt TDP chips. So they look powerful, but they are not that muscular or beefy like you would imagine them to be. So in terms of RAM, it comes with 8 gigs, 16 and 32 gigs of memory. In terms of storage, SSDs, it can go all the way up to 2 terabytes of storage in these configurations. These are pre-built, so you can't really move about and change things about. You have to pick up one of the 4 or 5 of these configurations. Microsoft is claiming this has one of the best battery lives in all of these sort of laptop tablet combinations or laptops in general. The 13-inch comes with 15.5 hours of battery life, and the 15 can go all the way up to 17. We'll have to see how it actually performs in real life, but that is a very strong figure. Apple's best ones are maybe 10 to 12 hours max, so this is pretty strong. But remember, the chip inside the processor is not as big as the regular laptop, so maybe the power drain is not that much. With the graphics card, it is a considerably powerful machine, so you can game on it. I don't think it's going to be a problem. So these are 4 gig and 6 gig options in these 13 and 15 inch configurations respectively. Okay, so who is this really for? I can think of 3 use cases. First of all, creatives like graphic designers or editors, illustrators. This, especially when you take it off of the hinge and it in tablet mode, is really amazing for sketching, for working on Photoshop, Lightroom and stuff. It's quite powerful for that sort of stuff. The display is pretty decent as well. So it's for one of those kind of uses. It can can work with the Surface pens and also the Surface dials as well, like you've seen on the big Surface Hub. In those terms, it's a very nice machine. It can be used by creatives quite nicely, and I think that's one of the markets Microsoft is pushing this towards. Second is, I would say, it's for productivity ninjas, people who use it for office work, a lot of multitasking. They want to type on stuff quickly, they want to detach it, do drawings on it, they want to do architectural stuff on it. It's beefy enough to do AutoCAD and stuff on it, so they want to do presentations, they want to move around. So for those kind of people who need that flexibility, this machine is pretty attractive, pretty powerful and useful. The third one is people who just want a powerful Windows laptop. They want to consume media, they want to do their day-to-day stuff, and they just don't want to go to an Apple ecosystem like an iPad or an iPad Pro, so they would like a beefy Windows laptop, their main machine, which can do all of that stuff without having to juggle with different machines. Okay, should you buy it? It depends. If your workflow really needs this unique form factor, this way of working with a detachable, heavy, big laptop and tablet combo, yeah, go for it. Especially if you've had one of these and you're happy with it, absolutely. I don't think it's a massive jump in terms of performance compared to the Surface Book 2 and 3. Generally, for the money, like the 13-inch, in terms of prices, it starts from about $1,500, same in pounds, and goes all the way up to £2,500 and dollars. With the 15s, it can go all the way up to $3,000 or $3,500 or pounds. So it's a very expensive machine, and for this kind of money, you can get some really powerful laptops and desktops out there. You can even get a decent Dell XPS 15 and add an iPad or a Chromebook or something in that kind of money and still maybe save some money. This has to be really useful for you to go for it. Not that it's a bad machine, it's a really unique machine. I would have loved a new redesign. The bezels on this thing are huge, it's fat. So if you guys need this sort of form factor, like I said before, absolutely go for it. It is expensive. Pre-orders have started already. It's going to be out in a couple of days, and if you guys are buying it, let me know in the comments and tell me why you guys are going for it. It's intriguing, but I don't know if it's for me. I'd like something more beefier like the Dell I had a first look at a few days ago, like the link's up here. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Let's discuss this. Like always, if you like the video, thumbs up. If you didn't like it, you know what to do as well. Subscribe, hit the bell button. I will hopefully bring more content more regularly for you guys. So take care of yourselves, and I will hopefully see you guys soon. Bye.